It is Sunday morning, and boy, the woods are alive today. There are crows and all kinds of birds making noise out there today. You hear them? That means spring is coming. That's how they start to get. I don't see anything walking today out there in the woods. But I gotta check my trail cam that I have out there. All right, worm time. Welcome guys back to my channel. You're gonna be so proud of me. I got a microphone. Yay! For those of you that have had trouble hearing me, hopefully you'll hear me now. It's a MOVA. I'll link it down below where I got it. So far, like, I've tested it a few times and I've walked away whispering into it. I feel like such a creep doing that. Anyway, it picks up my voice clear. So today we're going to film with this and hope for the best. I pray that when I'm filming, I record the whole thing with voice and then I can hear myself when I play it back. If not, it'll be a silent film. Well guys, welcome back. I pray this is recording. If not, we're gonna have our first worm ever silent film. But I hope it's recording. Anyway, I have a lot of cleaning to do here today, and there's nothing more that I like to do is cleaning and decluttering. It's just one of my things. I know I'm one of those weird people, but I feel that when you have a cleaner environment, it's just easier to function. It just is. Like, you can move around better. You're not like accidentally stepping on a worm or squishing it or something like that. Tomorrow I have to ship out some worm orders, and I usually ship out worms Monday or Tuesdays, guys. But it depends on if there's a holiday in between there, and I also try my best to keep an eye on the weather. If I feel that there's going to be a problem, I'll hold back and I'll message you. But anyway, that's how it's going. So before anything, subscribe. Thank you for all my new subscribers and all the birthday wishes I got. My gosh, I feel so blessed by you all and loved. I really appreciate it, and I know you guys love my family, so thank you for that. And let's see, so subscribe. Go find my other worm channel, the Composting Worm Lady, and I'll link down below my Amazon stuff, and so you guys could shop. If you shop on Amazon through my links, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but they give me a small commission, which is awesome because anything like that goes towards my worms here to feed them and supply them with their bedding and whatnot. I'll also link my Etsy shop. So let's get this ball rolling. It's early in the morning. I've had a lot of coffee, so you know how that goes. You all know me, so here we go. So as I clean up, I just want to show you the type of bags that I ship with. They're really soft. They're called no scratch bags, and I get them on uline.com. Their website is uline.com. And they're no scratch bags, and they're breathable. I think these are the type of bags that well, excuse my appearance, I haven't done my makeup or anything yet. These are the type of bags that they ship like leather shoes in, like things that could get scratched that are valuable. So I like them because they're lightweight and they're really soft, so the wormies, you know, their outside is soft, so they won't get hurt with this. Plus, you can feed this to them when you get them in your worm bin. You can wet it and put it as a worm blanket on the top. So no scratch bags. I don't have an affiliate or anything with them. I wish I did so that I could put a discount code for you all, but it's just something that I prefer doing for the worms. So I mean, you can really use anything to ship them in. Like a lot of people use the sandbags, which are great, but if I could get these, I do, because sometimes now, you know, I'm very picky with my worms. Sometimes I find those sandbags kind of scratchy, so, but I don't know. That's just me. I think I baby them too much. But they're my wormies. I can't help it, you know. I take good care of them in here. I want to make sure that when they travel to you, they go nicely packaged in a soft, cloudy environment. Anyway, no scratch bags. Okay, first thing I want to show you is these are all breeders, and they're doing their thing. and these are all empty. So these are going to be loaded with breeders. Hopefully breeders here that I'm ready to, oh, look at them. I'm ready to put in a home. Plus, I had separated worms for sale from my wall over here. So I want to show you the ones that you'll get if you order them. And they're hiding. Come here, guys. So these are pure Senia fetitas. There are no blues worm mixed in here. Look how cute, look how active they are. So whoever ordered worms from me, you're gonna get from this batch. So I have 100 worms at a time. And shout out to Mimi's Worm Farm because I saw that she does the same thing. So it's a great idea. You see, Mimi and I help each other out in worm ideas and different things. So I got 100 worms at a time. And I also have them now for a quarter pound. So, and I'll keep them like that until my supply lasts. Obviously, I can't sell off my breeders because if not, how is this cycle going to continue? But these are not my breeders. These are actually red wigglers that came from my wall, and they're going to be sold. So I have plenty of them, guys. So if you want them, you know, come get them. Look at them. So we're just giving the worms here a tiny fluff. These are the ones that are for sale. So I like to just make sure and look at them. Oh my gosh, this is always like so exciting to see. Look, it's like, let me get you more in the pictures. Oh, what this feels like is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I love it. So they'll be traveling. They'll be traveling tomorrow. But don't worry, I'm not running out yet. So those of you that wanted red wigglers, you got to get them because once they're out, they're out. Because when you're breeding worms, guys, you have to sell what you hatch. You can't sell your stock that you're breeding because then you're going to run out of worms. And I have done that before. I actually did it last year. I sold out a lot of my stock, not realizing, oh my gosh, these two were connected. Look at that. Sorry, guys. And, you know, that's, I don't know, that's how you learn. Most people do that because, you know, you want to get them out there, but you have to be careful and not sell out your stock. But anyway, I do give them a chance to reset and continue breeding once I'm done selling what I'm going to sell so that the cycle can continue. Whew, I'm out of breath today. I've been running around a lot down here today. I know you guys just started with me. I've been at this for a while already. So that's what happens when you give me a lot of caffeine. So these guys are getting ready for their travels. So I like to, when I put them in this holding bin, because then tomorrow I start packing them. I don't pack my worms the night before because then they're sitting in that box an extra night. I don't like that. I don't know if people do that. I really hope not. I pack my worms the day of. So while I get them ready, I keep them under a damp newspaper. I give them some chow so they can eat something. You know, poor things are probably hungry. And then I set them aside. And that's how I do it. I think it's the best way to do it, you know. Poor things. They're so cute. Right. So let's come here and look at my breeders that I have separated from my giant tubs. Remember I told you I keep the giant tub as an overstock? And look, they've started to eat the paper. Even though I gave them chow yesterday, they're like little hogs. But look at them. Oh my gosh, there's so many. They look good, don't they? They're amazing worms. So these worms are going to get weighed out and put in the empty bins behind me. Now, I usually put a quarter pound per bin, but I have so many worms that I might put a half a pound, or I might have to sell some of my breeders off in order to make room, because I'm not gonna like harm the population just to stuff them all in there. You know what I mean? So I'm only fluffing them because I'm going to get them ready for bedding. But breeder worms, you don't fluff unless you really need to, because you think there's like a problem or the bedding seems impacted. Just don't do it, because they're creating their magic down there, and you know, they don't want to be bugged. And these guys on the newspaper, you know, I just put them back if I can. It's all right. I noticed that worms also like to lay their cocoons on these papers. But you know, sometimes you gotta look, because they get in between the layers of paper too. Like here, I'm digging through and I'm finding them in between. So, oh my gosh, look at that little one. So little. Look at it. He's tiny. Teeny, teeny, teeny. So I'll put him back in there with his other fellow worms in there. There you go. So I hope I'm helping a lot of you. I've gotten a lot of questions, and you know, I do my best to help you out with what I've done in my own experience. You know, that's another thing. I'll never just make something up just to tell you. Oh no, that's wrong. I've seen people do that, and I'm like, what? But I just do what I can do to help you the best of my ability from what I have experienced. Because trust me, in the 21 years I've been doing this, I've gone through a lot with worms. I've had my ups and downs, and but you know, I come out learning from that, which to me is success. As long as you learn from your mistakes, you're good. So I'm gonna get the bedding ready for those breeder bings, which is gonna be peat moss, dolomite lime. I think I gotta go get some water and take a break. And some grit, maybe some play sand. I have a lot of that lying around, so I'm gonna do that. And those of you that have gotten worm orders from me, you know, put down below, tell me how they're doing. Even though I will say, I do check on the delivery of the worms. I press every tracking number just to see if they got there. I'm like behind the scene mama looking out for them. So, and I send you all a little pack of my worm chow, a little sample pack that I have some. So I hope you like it. So I'm gonna get this going. Well, I am sweeping along. What do you think so far? Looks better, huh? Now this is better to work in. Sure is. So here I have my peat moss, my dolomite lime, my azomite minerals, some play sand, and I'm going to start breaking it up and putting warm water in here to break this up. I always wear a mask when I work with peat moss because, you know, I want to breathe that in. So after I wet it and crumble it up, then I see like, oh, if I have enough bedding or not. If I feel I don't, then I go and get more. Breeder bedding should be 3 inches, 3.5. You can do up to 4 if you want, but I think that's more than you would need. So, and always, most important thing is date it, because in 3 weeks you're going to be sifting these adult breeders out of here to get their cocoons. The cocoons are laid every 3 weeks in ideal conditions. Sometimes when you buy worms, they'll lay within 3 weeks, or they'll just wait a little bit until their conditions are ideal for them, and then before you know it, you're gonna have a million worms. You're gonna have to give them away.